Red car syndrome. Red car syndrome is when you buy a red car, and before you bought the car, you don't really see that many cars the same. But as soon as you buy the red car, every car you look at, it seems to be a red car. Red car syndrome. Red car syndrome is when you buy a red car, and before you bought the car, you don't really see that many cars the same. But as soon as you buy the red car, every car you look at, it seems to be a red car. So how does that come into real estate investing? Well, when you're seeking opportunities, you will see opportunities everywhere. It just means that you're not going blindly past or walking past opportunities. You see them everywhere. Everyone you talk to, everywhere you look, all the networking events you go to, you begin to get this single focused in what you want, and then you see those opportunities everywhere. And it's amazing just how many just keep coming to you once you're aware of it. That's red car syndrome. NOI, net operating income, is probably the single most important thing you have on a rental property, because a positive NOI means you've got positive cash flow, and the higher the number is the higher the value of your property. So really working on being able to increase those rents, and I'm not saying just increase them to the sake of increasing them, but adding value to those properties can increase the rents, because people are willing to pay more for the services that they have. You know, whether it's got in-suite laundry or in a nice area, you know, more bedrooms, they will pay more money for it. And then taking a quick look at your expenses and seeing if you can clean any of those up. But the main thing is the income. You got to have the income before worrying about all the expenses. So really look, when you're looking at rental properties, really look at the NOI. Okay, this is before any mortgage payment. So you have to make sure there's enough to cover your financing, and then make sure there's some left over so then you're not negative. The banks want you to get an education, get a good job, buy a house, and then pay a mortgage for the rest of your life. And most of us, like myself, were brought up that you can pay a mortgage for 25, 30 years. Well, you pay more because, you know, you get a smaller house to begin with, and then you have kids, and then you need a bigger house, so you're constantly moving up. And then once your kids are grown up and left home like mine have, you would get a smaller home, you downsize, and then you pull some of that money in, you have a better lifestyle. And then your retirement is, you sell your home and then you live off that retirement. All very good, but you're slaving to a job to pay the bank for these houses all the time. So if you can buy just one investment property, just one, you will double your chances of that retirement scheme. If you want to call it a scheme, it's just, you're doubling your chances, and that's just buying one. Now, can you imagine if you bought more than one? So if you only ever bought one property, good for you, because you're starting to break the mold for passing on to the next generation.